While the world scrolls endlessly through viral dance trends and celebrity scandals, a quiet revolution is reshaping civilization behind the curtain. Governments we barely hear about are prototyping the next stage of human evolution. Smart cities rising from deserts. Quantum cables stretching across continents. Entire digital nations with no borders. It's not the United States. It's not China. It's the ones you'd never expect. This is Futuristic Edge, and these are the 11 countries secretly building the future while everyone's distracted. Stick around until the end, because number 1 might just be the next Dubai, but with blockchain infrastructure, AI-driven governance, and a global tech alliance nobody's talking about. Welcome to Estonia, the country where citizens live in the cloud. Forget paper. Forget lines. Forget bureaucracy. Estonia has digitized 99% of its public services, from healthcare and education to taxes and even voting via blockchain. Imagine casting your presidential vote while sipping coffee in Bali. That's not science fiction, that's Estonia's e-residency program, which lets anyone on Earth become a digital resident and run a global business legally based in Estonia. No borders. No embassies. Just encrypted identity, data transparency, and a radically efficient form of governance. Estonia isn't just digital first. It's post-national, and it might be the blueprint for how nations operate in the metaverse age. Think Africa, and most people picture poverty. But Rwanda is flying way past that stereotype on autonomous wings. Rwanda is home to Zipline, the world's largest drone delivery network. Need blood or medicine in a remote village? It arrives by drone, in 30 minutes or less. In the capital, Kigali, smart infrastructure is taking hold: AI-powered traffic systems, solar grids, and incubators for youth-led tech startups. This isn't just about drones. It's about a nation leapfrogging the old world, and building the future from the sky down. While the West debates regulations, Rwanda is living the sci-fi future now. At the edge of South America, Chile is preparing to power and connect the future. The country has become a global hotspot for green hydrogen, with over $1 billion in projects underway. Its goal? Become a clean energy export superpower, replacing oil and gas with zero-emission hydrogen fuel. But that's not all. Chile is working with international partners to install a quantum internet backbone, a next-gen, ultra-secure communications cable connecting South America to Asia. It's not just energy independence. It's data sovereignty in a quantum-powered world. From deserts to deep-sea cables, Chile is building resilience for a decentralized, post-carbon civilization. Love it or hate it, Saudi Arabia is spending $500 billion to build the most ambitious urban experiment in history. Neom isn't just a smart city, it's an entirely new civilization. At its core lies the Line, a vertical city stretching 170 kilometers across the desert with no roads, no pollution, and zero emissions. Powered by renewables, monitored by AI, and designed for autonomous transport, robotic logistics, and climate-controlled habitats, the Line aims to be a living algorithm. Critics call it dystopian. But the technology? Undeniably real. Saudi Arabia isn't just trying to catch up. It's trying to leap 100 years forward in one move. Singapore has always been efficient. Now it's going full Blade Runner. The entire nation is layered with sensors, facial recognition cameras, and AI-run urban analytics. It's the only country where your trash bin and water pipes talk to each other, optimizing in real time. Need a ride? Autonomous taxis are being tested citywide. Power and water? AI balances the national grid minute by minute, optimizing for sustainability. Singapore isn't just a city. It's a digital organism, designed to adapt and evolve with its citizens. India just became the first country to land on the moon's southern pole with Chandrayaan-3. But that's not even the most impressive part. On Earth, India is running the largest digital payment system on the planet, UPI, handling over 10 billion transactions per month, with zero fees. And with over $1 billion committed to artificial intelligence and quantum research, India is fast becoming the innovation backbone of the global south. Add to that a young population, tech unicorns, and a hunger for global leadership, India is no longer the underdog. It's the next global superpower, built on code. The United Arab Emirates doesn't just build record-breaking skyscrapers anymore. They launched the Hope probe, becoming the first Arab nation to reach Mars. They have a vision called Mars 2117, a plan to build a full-scale Martian settlement within a century. Meanwhile, back on Earth, they're testing carbon-free cities like Masdar, where artificial intelligence and renewables power every building. And they're building the Middle East's first commercial spaceport. From space ambitions to sustainable city blueprints, the United Arab Emirates is engineering the sci-fi civilization of tomorrow. In the global electronics war, Vietnam is the silent juggernaut. Multinational giants are shifting operations here, investing billions into chip manufacturing, semiconductors, and electric vehicle factories. Vietnam's own VinFast is gunning to become the next Tesla, already selling electric vehicles in Europe and the US. As China faces geopolitical headwinds, Vietnam is stepping in as the new supply chain command center. While the world's busy watching Apple events, Vietnam is building the devices that power them all. Brazil is weaponizing the Amazon, not for destruction, but for preservation. AI-powered supercomputers are now modeling deforestation, predicting fires, and optimizing bioconservation at scale. In parallel, Brazil is becoming a biotech haven, experimenting with gene-edited crops, eco-friendly livestock, and AI-assisted drug discovery based on rainforest flora. The lungs of the Earth are evolving into the brain of Earth's climate defense system. It's vast. It's windswept. And it's filled with solar panels. Kazakhstan is quietly becoming a renewable energy giant, with massive land-based wind and solar farms expanding across the steppes. But the real genius? They're using AI to predict weather patterns and optimize energy distribution over thousands of kilometers, even in 40 degrees Celsius winters. In a world looking for energy independence, Kazakhstan is the solar wildcard no one's watching. And at number 1, Central Asia, led by Uzbekistan, is building a future no one saw coming. The region is exploding with futuristic infrastructure, high-speed rail, tech cities, and blockchain legal zones. Chinese and Russian investments are quietly turning cities like Samarkand and Tashkent into crossroads of AI research, quantum communication, and crypto innovation. The West isn't paying attention. But in 5 years? This could be the new Dubai, a fusion of East and West, built on next-gen sovereignty. The future has a new capital, and it may just be in Central Asia. While the world chases clickbait and chaos, these nations are building the next civilization, brick by brick, code by code, and byte by byte. They aren't waiting for permission. They're building vertically, quantumly, autonomously, and even interplanetarily. So next time someone tells you the future is being built in Silicon Valley, tell them to look closer. Much closer. This is Futuristic Edge. Stay tuned for our next video. Subscribe now, and we'll take you there.